If you're a fan of the Golf GTI from the mid-2000s and your seed is strong, so you've quite a number of children, then you can get yourself this. This is the VolksWagen TIGUAN. It's the same drivetrain as a GTI, only in a bigger car, which can fit your 6 kids, if you can squeeze some of them at the boot. Hello, welcome to Kaizen. Let's analyze this car starting from the very front of it. So at the front here is a very classic VolksWagen SUV from the mid-2000s design. This one's missing its VW badge here, but you can always get it. It's a projector headlight at the front here. A very simple grille. It's nice and simple, nothing too fancy here, nothing too much going on, easy to the eyes. I like the front of this thing. Right, let's look at the side profile of the Tiguan. First of all, I like the size of this thing. I'm taller than it, so it's about the right size SUV. Anything taller than me, then that's too big. This is just the perfect size SUV that I would be comfortable driving. Right, I like this line. It comes all the way from the grille and ends there. A nice touch from the designers. I also like this one. Comes from the taillight and then they didn't know what to do, so it just ends there. I like the chrome accents on the windows and on the roof rack. They look really nice. It's a very VolksWagen design. There's a indicator light on the side mirrors, which is a nice touch. 17-inch wheels at the front and rear. It's disc brakes both front and rear. And this specific car has original VolksWagen wheels. Yep, there is plastic cladding here to protect you for when you're off-roading, assuming you will be off-roading, given you have 6 children, so you won't have the time to off-road. But it's something VolksWagen considered. And I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's a nice early mid-2000s design language from VolksWagen. It looks really nice. Right, let's move to the back of this car. Is it a nice ass to follow? I'd say it kind of is. Let's look at the back of this car. So there's many trims of the Tiguan. This specific one is a TIGUAN, I guess for the Southeast Asia market. I'm not sure. This VolksWagen badging 2.0 TSI, a nod to the size of engine it has. Comes from DT Dobby. So on this rear spoiler thingy, there is some brake lights, more brake lights here on the door and on the side of the back. I don't like that the door forms part of the bumper of this protrusion. So this is plastic and then this is your door. So if you get rear-ended, you end up spoiling your door. That's something I think that's not very nice. Right, it's a dual tip exhaust. The engine on this thing is quite good, so it's not very loud. It's not a very loud exhaust, but yeah, dual tip exhaust, which looks nice. Yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Nothing too fancy here, nothing too out of ordinary. It's just a nice looking ass. Right, let's look at what powers the Tiguan. Like I've mentioned before, this is the same drivetrain as a Golf GTI from the mid-2000s. So after opening the boot latch from the wrong side of the car, you'll be met by this. It's a 2000cc 4-cylinder from VolksWagen, turbocharged. Sends all that power through a dual clutch automatic gearbox, a 6-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox for that case, to all the 4 wheels, because it's an all-wheel drive car. Yeah, so it's a pretty decent drivetrain. The only thing I have against it is that it's on a very big car, so I don't know how that will work. I haven't driven this thing, so I can't comment on that, but pretty decent drivetrain. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Right, let's move on to the interior of the car. Let's start from the driver's side. Yeah, so I've adjusted this seat for my driving position and it's pretty comfortable. Yeah, so the pedals are nice and spaced, so you won't be stepping on the wrong pedal. Because of the size of this car, you'll have to pull this classic women driver stance if you have to go over a large pothole, but it's not too bad. There's a rev meter here and a speedometer. They're all analog, which is nice. There's a passenger airbag off in case he or she has pissed you off. You can always disable their airbag. Right, so this is how you operate your DSG gearbox. You can put it to manual mode so that you do the shifting yourself. It's a nice addition to have. It's an electronic parking brake, which is always unfortunate. There's 2 cup holders here, really tiny ones. And below the armrest, there's storage and accessories. Not sure what's going on there. So it's a nice size armrest that you'll have to share with your passenger there. There's more storage here that you get like a fighter pilot. This one, there's a Bible symbol on it, so I guess if you're a pastor, you place your Bible up there. I can see the front really well. I can see the back really well from that rear window. Aftermarket infotainment system, which looks nice. Manual AC controls. It's not on a touch screen, which is always nice. Overall, it's a really comfortable position for the driver. Yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's a really nice place to be as a driver. Yep, let's look at the front passenger accommodation. So nothing fancy here, although because of the size of this glove box, my knees are pretty squished on this thing. On a long journey, I wouldn't be comfortable in this thing. There's also, I don't know what this is. It's preventing my leg from settling down there. It's rather uncomfortable for me here, but not too bad. If you were shorter than me, I guess it would be comfortable. Right, let's move on to the back passenger. This is exactly where I'd want to be if I'm on a road trip and I'm not on the driver's seat of this car. It's pretty comfortable. I get plenty of legroom, plenty of knee room. I'm exactly 6 feet tall and no complaints here. Remember, this seat is also adjustable, both front and rear. There's a table here. I don't know what you'd use this for. If you're impatient and can't get home to eat lunch in a proper dining table, I guess this would function. A laptop would make it fall off, so pretty pointless but nice to have. The AC for your back passengers is here. That doesn't look like it works, but yeah, it's there if you want it. There's a power adapter back here, so if you want to use your laptop or something, you can use it. So overall, it's a very comfortable position back here. I would much rather be here than at the front passenger seat. Yeah, plenty of headroom also. So I would give it a 9 out of 10. Let's look at the boot accommodations of the Tiguan. So this is one of those manual opening boots, not one of these. As a man, you should be able to lift anything under the weight of 300 kilograms. Right, this car comes with added security feature in form of this rungu, a Masai rungu. It's a decent sized boot, very large. Below this is a space that you can fit your spare wheel. It's enough for your full size wheel, so not one of those space savers. If you run an agency that does abductions, this boot is enough for about 3 abductees. If you stack them up, then you can go up to 4. The back seats are foldable, so if you fold that, you can abduct the whole village. Right, so it's a pretty decent car. Nice drivetrain, nice decent interior. So if you want this specific car, it's up for sale for 1.2 million. Just WhatsApp the number in the description below to get yourself this exact car. Yeah, so remember, this video is brought to you by Cousin, your motor insurance partner. If you drive around in this and get a bit cocky, you might end up in someone's behind. So get yourself insured. Just WhatsApp the number in the description to get yourself covered. Thank you for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next one.